coming over here. Okay. Whoops. Hello, everyone. Come here, Bobby. Bobby. My cat's looking at me. It's like he's frozen. I give you the blinkies. Well, anyway, let's, hi, how are you? I'm on my phone because, I'm having some technical difficulties with my computer. I'll deal with that later. Anyway, I hope everyone is having a wonderful, like, start of the weekend, or, you know, just you're picking up and you're wondering what we're talking about. I'm pretty much let's talk about aliens, you know, no, not the ones that ICE are trying to get. Yeah. Uh, um, yeah, that can go either way. Yeah, I know. Well, I got Bobby here. Yes, and you guys are missing him tussling it out on my bed. Every time I go live, my cat he's horny and he tries to hump my bed. So anyway, I would like to say that thank you for coming on here. Please put a thumbs up. Oh, hi, Samuel. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm glad you liked it. Okay. So yeah, if you know, you yourself, Samuel, you live in an area that is has pictures and everything with a lot of, you know, different technology that either you guys got a special space program, we don't know, but apparently it looks like UFOs come over in Israel. Oh, my cat. So, yeah, thank you. I'm glad, you know, that so yeah. My dad used to tell me, watch, we're going to go into New Mexico. We go into New Mexico, and it was like magic. There would be like off in the distance, we'd see a UFO, and it'd be zinging here and there, and it'd go off. And he said it would be all night. You would watch New Mexico, and certain areas he would, you know, it was weird. It was really neat. It's like my dad knew where to look, you know, like it was like he was a tour guide of the weird and unnatural. Hey, yeah, you want to go in these parts? My dad will know right where all the UFOers right there. That's why his friends who were all big, you know, UFOers would take him. They called him the magnet. Mhm. So anyway, yeah, it was fun. I never took it seriously, never have. I thought it was funny, you know, and my dad and I, we were walking around here, and he would go, "Yeah, look, there's something here," and I usually see off in the distance, you know, and I think, well, the military is we're not that far from Area 51. God, there's so many things from probably Area 51. They're like, hey, let's go to Pahrump, let's have some fun. All right, yeah, yeah, yeah. They all get in, you know, and they're going, hey, let's do some crazy shit. Let's get on YouTube. And they do all kinds of crazy shit. And you see it on YouTube. Hey, yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's Area 51 fucking with us. That's what I really do think that. They're messing around, they're going, eh. Hey, you know that guy, used to live next to that crackhead? Yeah. Yeah, you know where that crackhead lives? Yeah, let's have some fun with him. Let's go get his coordinates. Oh, I was just saying, like, they have a lot of UFO sightings in Israel. My dad was really neat. He's very honest. I think that's what it really surprised, I guess you would say, a lot of people, that if he was interested in a lady, he just laid it down. I said, gee, Dad, I think you're not playing the game right. And I told him that I was 12 at the time, and I'm going, Dad, you really can't, yeah, you can't, I tell him what to do. Yeah. Not tell them, but mainly, say women don't feel this way or women feel this way, or I don't think the relationship's going anywhere, Dad. I think that she has other commitments in her life. When as a female what you would do in that situation or something to that point. Yeah. So we're talking about UFOs, aliens, that type of thing tonight's thing. So maybe if you want to share, you could say, no, I don't believe that. We're the only ones in this whole big universe. And yeah. Yeah. So when I was first moved out here, I never realized, to be honest, I never thought that there was much, but there's a lot of, at nighttime, you can see, sometimes when they talk about the asteroid showers, we always get those. You can see the asteroid showers really good from, you know, from Trump. It's nice. It's beautiful, you know. And if you guys, there's over in Vegas, you want to more or less, I'm going to tell you, if you're worried about your pocketbook, just go to Circus Circus. They're making money hand over fist. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So Circus Circus, they were saying, is the only one that's not bleeding. And they're doing what they used to do back in the day. So, yeah, if you like, to have your ass kissed, go over there. You can get your fart sucked right out of you. They just got a big fart sucking machine and they make you feel so good. Hey, hi, Six Killer. My brother used to have these gerbils. You can't bring gerbils to California because they got an anti-gerbil law. Well, anyway, he had these gerbils, and it just got enormous because they breed like gerbils. Well, yeah. My brother would be like holding him close to him all the time, and my dad would say, "Look, your brother's sucking the gerbil's farts. Go on, fart sucker." And I go, "Jesus Christ, Dad, your kid's gonna hate you." My brother loved my dad, but anyway, that's where I get the fart sucking. It's like you be a fart choker. It's another way for me saying, instead of you going about kissing someone's ass, you can go a little bit further, be a fart choker. Thank you. Yes. So here it is. I've tried to put the whole point, aliens and what you have in your knowledge. You can also, say that you don't believe it. It's, but as for myself, I do believe that there are some, it's not as much as you may think, you know. I think that out of 100% of all the evidence that has been shown, that there's maybe 5% that is not the United States government, someone's hoax, um, you know, uh, government, their test stuff, But I always joke about it, There's a lot of United States and possibly, other parts of the world that are testing their, things that look like UFOs. And a lot of people take it very seriously. And then there are the real UFOs. They come out. They had this one guy, he had he has seen, they would come down and he would go up there with them and they would show him, all this stuff, like, oh, look at this. This is our place here. Their big UFO, and the people were tall, blonde hair, blue eyed, all good looking. It's like watching a nice B movie. That's what I'm thinking. God dang, Dad, they could have made that into a nice B movie. If it was the 70s, no, I think it was like the 50s. So that that would be something, and maybe a C movie, you can get a lot of people just wearing the wigs and stuff, dyeing their hair, that would be a good C movie. Oh, no. Yeah, bunch of blonde haired people, with the same attitude like us, but a little more enlightened. Where you would hear all kinds of crazy stories, and you're like, this one lady got on the show, the Coast to Coast show, and they started to bleep her because she was saying how they were having, she had a relationship with a tall blonde one, but he was married. And I'm like, wow. And how she had a baby. And it was like, man, this is some good audience, man. Sometimes you listen to Coast back in the day, you can be sitting there going, that'd be a good book. Let me write that idea down. All right, next. Oh, God. I used to listen to Coast, especially when financially I wasn't doing so well. And the person I was married to just, the biggest freeloader ever. It was like, that freeloader is just like, oh well, anyway, we're talking about aliens and smoking weed. So, if you got any good, like alien, oh, you know what I should do? I can change my background here. Who wants to see this background? Yeah. Okay, go have a smoke, and it is very true, though, yeah. But let me see what I can do with my background. Oh. And I just can't get in with the new Coast to Coast. It's just so very cold. It really is. Oh, there we go. La la la. I can do I. Ooh, that's. How about this? Ooh. There we go. There we'll have these. Much better looking, huh? Yeah. Hey, come here, Bobby. So yeah, a lot of a lot of my dad's friends just they started talking about where he worked and they would just die of cancer and I'm like, so my dad started telling me about stuff about his work and stuff and I'm like, "Oh crap. He got cancer. Didn't know it. They said that's what he supposedly died of." Now, mind you, 3 months prior, he had a quadruple bypass. They couldn't find out that he had cancer. Hi, Carrie. How you doing? Yeah, really. Wow. That sounds, yeah, a lot of people. I used to listen when there's no, where I lived, you couldn't, like, you know how you get, TV reception and stuff, you had to have, like, cable or nothing at all. Well, where I lived, that's what they had, and I had no money for cable, so pretty much I didn't have much. Yeah. There was Art Bell, that was it. That was my entertainment, and I kid you not. I lived in a place over in California. It was y- we had, I swear to God, it was called the roller coaster. It went like this. It was a hill. It was in the high desert. It went like this. Literally, it went. And my friend went to drop me off. She says, "Oh, hell no, my Toyota will not make it." Oh, yay, Toyota would not make it. That's what she said. And it was a roller coaster. That's what we called it. My Jeep made it. So here's the whole thing. I guess if you're telling stuff about, the government and their little stuff going on, you're going to get in trouble or get cancer. Now, a lot of times I just never really listened to them, and I wish I would have. Or I just thought, oh, he's just pulling my leg and he's just saying that. Coast to Coast, man. Art Bell made Coast to Coast, and I haven't. There's so many people that I talked to who used to go on, who used to be guests on Coast to Coast when Art Bell was, alive, and they're telling me, yeah, I'm freelancing now. I haven't gotten a call from Coast to Coast in like 5, 7 years, some of them 10. Okay, Samuel. Have a good evening. I'll check my text. Yep. Oh, went away. Charlie got shot. Boom. Yep. UFOs? What UFOs? You mean people taking their UFOs? I don't think so. You got that right. Charlie got shot. I'm just like, wow. Yep, Charlie got shot and stuff happened like you can't believe it. I can't type on here, so I can only answer through my, talking. It sucks. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not even gonna start on, I've been tired. And I plan on going tonight when I go to bed. I mean, after the show. I mean, I'm just tired. Oh, this sucks. There we go. Move that. Oh, so I got a question A thing on here now. How do I get rid of this bastard? There we go. That wasn't fun. Ooh. Uh, yeah, why are we developing warplanes? In the China and the other stuff? No, no, no. Those are ploys. Huh. Well, let's see what goes on. Before there's a big incident, do you know what they say? I don't know if, you know, like they had an incident where an island people had to be taken off the island and it became more volcanic, was really bad and UFOs all around. Because maybe we gotta fight aliens and we have to have the warplanes go up in this space. Gotta get them aliens. They're gonna get all the Earth women, and you know what? It's hard enough to get the good looking ones, man. We won't even be lucky enough to get the ugly ones. I'm just putting it out there. I mean, yeah, I really liked when I went over to Verizon to make my to pay a bill cash. Well, come over here. Hi. Hello, everyone. Oh, so anyway, let's see. So anyway, uh, uh, how much you want to bet it could go further than that, Six? How much you want to bet it could go further than that? They're just not. If you don't tell them, they won't know. Really? So what is this person saying about their chicken, huh? Is that like some kind of a creepy message? Ooh. Ha. There we go. Oh. Oh, okay, yeah. But are you giving out any? Do you want to get rid of some of your eggs? Oh. Is that like a word saying that he went to bed with 26 women and laid eggs? That's what I was thinking. I didn't know how. Shoot. My chickens, I had bought them for myself because I wanted to make myself feel better. And I always wanted to have chickens, so why not? Got my chickens and, I'm thinking this is great. And then when they got bigger, and from the little cute little orange things to bigger, bigger, and then oh crap. Suddenly, I got chickens, man. Yeah, well, anyway, we're talking about UFOs and stuff like that, aliens, We're not talking about someone pretending to be an alien. Now, we get a lot of people who think that they're aliens and stuff. That goes right with what we're talking with now. So if you ever met a nutbag who isn't an alien but tells everybody that they are, yeah, they need some serious help. Stay away from them. They are dangerous. All right? They're not aliens. They're mentally incapable. You know what I mean? Yeah, I used to get about, my chickens were very happy, and I used to get about 20 a day. They just loved me. Because I had, started off with, what was it? I don't remember. I think I had like 12 or 13. Yeah. Well, maybe one day you will. 6. Maybe one day you'll get a place that you can have chickens. So, well, anyway, the last time that, yeah, oh, anyway, oh, I am just tired. Man, that is some good weed. My cat's mad at me. He's giving me the look. So anyway, what if you're smoking a lot of weed and you happen upon a UFO? Man, you know how hard it's going to be to have someone believe that you weren't just really high? You're walking along, smoking your joint, you're all happy, and there you go. There's a guy in a spacesuit, and god dang, he's kind of green. Wow. Hey, he motions you to come and join him. Before you know it, you guys are flying over to the moon and joking around and messing with, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I know. I thought that was neat. Do you think they can make it a sequel? Do you think there's going to be another one? They put the dog's head on the woman. Oh, how sad. Yeah, that is neat though. Yeah, the opening where the aliens come out was filmed in Pahrump. Dang, that was in the early 2000s. I remember that. I wish. Yeah. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, hi, I'm Bobby. Bobby the Bobtail. Woo woo, look at my little cutie tail. Woo woo. He's got a bobtail. My cat's like, nope. He's mad at me. So yeah, I mean, I think they haven't made movies really good in a while. I don't know. I'm starting to sound like an old person. Those 90 movies were pretty good. Those Scream ones, what I did last summer, what I did. They need to make one what I did last winter, for like a winter vacation, you know. They always show these Thanksgiving things where, someone accidentally gets pregnant and 20 years later they're going off on a vacation and they're hoping that their teenage, you know, son or daughter isn't losing their virginity. It's like, ugh. Yes. No, excuse me. My cat thinks it's playtime now. Hi. He's mad at me. Boop, 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 boop. Here, come over here now. God, before you wouldn't leave me alone, you wouldn't talk to me, but good God. That's why a lot of times I put my feet up here because of the fact it keeps the cat away. Yeah. Come on. Come over here. Come over here, my little feline. Come here, my turd bag. Sometimes you get an argument about nicknames and you go, oh crap. Well, there goes my idea for a nickname for you, you know, you poopy. Poopy Pants is too endearing, so we gotta bring it up a notch and call fart sucker, poopy fart sucker. I don't. I was just like thinking, dang, you know. So I got to think of a good nickname. Yeah, I got. Yeah, it was. Wow, that sucks. Wow. That was a low budget movie, I bet. You know what, guys? I need to get some extras who just want to walk around and say some lines, and wear an alien head. They don't even have to have a matching body or anything. They can just, be dressed whatever, just an alien head. Landman. So, anyway. I love this. And I have that 8 ball car. It is over on my desk. I just haven't, I like sitting here. This is a more comfortable. Well, it's not that it isn't comfortable. It's just I got tired of my cat doing a show behind me that was embarrassing wherever my cat went now. My cat's gone. Hiding. Okay, I'm not going to complain. Finally, my cat's leaving me alone. Thank God. It's like having a child. At least I know eventually that kid's going to take care of me. That's what I told my son. Why'd I have you? Oh, that's so I can be taken care of by ya. Coolest thing ever, Gary. Oh, look at this. All right. Let me show you this. Ta-da. This is called Cheesehead. Over at the source. There we go. Cheesehead. There we go. It's called Lineage 707 Headbang X UK Cheese. Wow, it's pretty good. Okay, let's I worked with someone who told me that they were an alien slash witch. I want to go, which is it? Alien or witch? Or, no, I'm both. Sarah, that's crazy. That's what I told my friend. I told her that when we got in the car. I go, you stay away from her. She's nuttier than a Christmas freaking. You know what my daddy's friend said? He worked in LA over in the crazy ward, And he said the alien people didn't matter if they're female or male, they're all. Bingo, he was right. He was right. Trust me, he was right. Right? Is that so? Oh, really? Tell me your problems. Oh, this bowl looks like E.T.'s middle finger. Very funny. I love it. I love the color. It's actually turquoise. Oh, it's so beautiful. I think this looks out of this world. I love it. This bowl's out of this world. It's cool. So what's behind me? That is supposed to be something that is out in space. Looks like an eye. Yeah. Oh, and I really want to thank everyone for coming. Wow. It's almost done. Oh, E.T.'s middle finger. Very funny. E.T. get high. I remember when that came out, my grandma cried so hard. She thought E.T. died. My grandma looks at me. Why are you sad? Oh, my dad said it was not a living thing. I mean, you always hear about, he does get going home, right? What about, E.T. goes and revisits him, I mean, they don't have an epilogue, like, a return, because they left it to where E.T. probably said, stay away from that planet, that's fucked up, man. E.T.'s like, oh no, there's this only home, and I am not leaving. No, I don't care if there's like whatever on the other side of the galaxy. Nope, staying right here. He probably, that's how he got high. He got high and he flew. Him and, E.T., took his boy all the way up with that bike. Why? Because he had weed. That's why. That's why. Yeah, no shit. God dang. You know, say this guy is like high up in status, and he's in the kid's closet and goes, shit, I could have done this at home. You know, played with the kids. Here, go for adventure. Here, go and see the other planets. He goes, oh hell, I could have done this at home with my kids. You know, shit. God dang, they got me dressed up as drag night. It's drag night. Because they dressed him up as a little girl. But we didn't know what sex, to be honest, we did not know what sex ET was. They put him as a sexless character, so they dressed him up as a woman. So is that saying ET was a female? Think about it. Mm. Oh, I got two. Hey. Yeah, we're almost done here. We're talking about UFOs and stuff. Hey, even if you had dreams, you know, you had a dream that you went out and you were eating dinner, you know, and like they show on a lot of Twilight Zone as a lot of good ones on aliens and stuff. If you want to talk about that, you know, some episodes of aliens in Twilight Zone. Well, thank you everyone for your thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So, anyway, yeah, I should have had more stuff put up, but I've been kind of, I'm going to be honest, I've been really tired. I came home and it took me a bit to get in the shower, and yeah, I don't feel like arguing right now. Oh, I got Jesus freaks. Oh, at least they don't swear. They got the spark in them too. Yeah, that was like, we're not putting that out there. Oh, honey, I can't be that nice. No. They are in timeout. We got 6 minutes. All right. I am going to close up shop. Okay.